Good morning, welcome to this week's video. This week we're back in the woodlands up on the Quantock hills. This week we've come to what I'd probably consider as the south end of the Quantock hills, and as you come up into, to start with, into the forestry area where there's a lot of straight conifers. But then as we work up over to the top, there's some more natural trees, some more older type woodland. So we should get a variety of shots, not looking for anything in particular. Just basically getting out, getting a bit of fresh air and a bit of exercise, and bring the camera, see what we come up with. So we're going to walk on up through and see what we can see. I'm actually parked at the forestry hut at Cokin, parked there, and using that as a starting point to go for a walk. So not an area I've been for a long time, several years, so it's all a bit different to me. Just can't really remember what I'm up against, what I'm gonna find, but that's all part of the enjoyment. Okay, didn't have to wander far for a first composition caught my eye. Just looking up through these trees here. We've got some lights bleeding through from an open area just to my right hand side, which is filtering through and giving some nice soft light on the right hand edges of these trees. I've walked around with the camera handheld and just looked at a couple of different compositions from different positions. Settled for this one here, which is just picking up through, looking up. That's silver birch there, that's in the centre. It just draws you in. I've got the bigger tree set on the right hand third. I've opted for a portrait composition. The bigger tree on the right hand third, which is the foreground, and then the silver birch behind you, which your eye draws you to that, which then leads you off up in between the trees, up through that gap to a tree right at the end, which is picking up a bit of light. It's looking quite nice. The light's coming and going. We've got some cloud, it's windy, so the cloud's blowing over fairly quick, so the light's coming and going, but yeah, it's looking quite nice for the first shot of the day. So take a couple here, and I'm gonna walk on up through there. Somebody had said to me a couple of years ago that I would enjoy coming out shooting woodland photography like I do. I wouldn't have believed them. Back when I was doing the motocross photography, I'll put a link to a video up above. When I was doing the motocross photography, that seemed to be the one and only way of getting enjoyment, was the action and adrenaline of being at the motocross circuit. But this is amazing. I just love getting out now in the woodlands and just seeing there's so many different options and compositions. It's not there happening right in front of you like it is action sport, you have to sort of use your mind, use your imagination, use your eyes, and pick out your compositions. I have to say, you know, they don't come easy sometimes, but that's the enjoyment of it. So yeah, from 3 years ago, never thinking I would be out taking photos of trees, to now where I just absolutely love it. So how times change. The other added bonus of photography in these times is your fitness. I know it doesn't sound like I'm very fit, but trust me, carrying about 20 kilo of camera gear, tripod, plus your vlogging camera, etc., up some steep hills, it takes it out of you after a while. But yeah, at least I'm getting some exercise. Sure if this shot's going to work. I'm just waiting on the light. I'm picking on that tree in the center of the V of the young conifers at the front, the young fir trees, and then there's a tree behind them that's sticking out. At the moment the light's really bright behind, but as the cloud comes over it gets darker behind, and then that tree there is lighting up. So, and it's darker behind, and it's just caught my eye as it maybe potentially be quite a nice shot. So to segregate the tree from the background, which is obviously very busy, obviously the light will make it stand out, but I'm also I've opened the aperture up to f4 to give me a shallower depth of field, and then zooming in, getting a focus on that tree and getting the shot. So yeah, it might work, may work. We'll have a look, take it back, get it in, do a bit of post-processing, and then see what we got, and I'll put the image up, let you have a look. Okay, choosing this composition. What caught my eye is this twisted beech tree in the background. Old beech tree that, although you think you're looking at several trees. That is actually one tree coming out of the same stump base. It's got five different trunks coming out of it, but it is one tree. So what I've done is I've come up high. The track I was on is down over the hill there, so I've walked up over, made my way up through here to get up nice and high, so that I'm shooting down a little bit. Composed it with the 2 conifers trunks either side, so you've got the regimental nice straight conifers to frame the image either side, and then in the middle the main subject of the frame, which is that old beech tree, which the light is bouncing quite nicely off the moss on either side of it at times. So I've opened the aperture slightly from the last shot back to f8 just to keep it soft a little bit behind and the main focus on the tree, and I'm shooting at 1/25 of a second at ISO 100. So it's looking quite a nice composition, getting the comparison between the straight regimental conifers and then the twisted old natural beech in the background. Okay, it's been a nice walk this morning. Only captured a few shots, but it's still been pleasant getting out and walking in an area that I've not been to for several years up on the Quantocks. Hopefully not too much longer before we can start travelling again, and we can get back to sort of exploring areas I've not been to before, further afield, back down on Dartmoor and down on the Dorset coast and different areas. Meet up with my old buddy Martin, who hasn't been in any videos for a long time, so hopefully it won't be too long before we're able to do that again. Things are starting to, there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel, so fingers crossed it all pans out. Okay, walking in off the track, found some poor dog has lost his ball, so we'll chuck it back out near to the side of the track, and then the next fortunate dog that comes around here should be lucky enough to find it. Okay, I'd just like to say thank you again for checking out my channel. Hoping you're enjoying the content. If you're new to it, just check back through some of my old videos. Starting to build the channel now, so thanks to those subscribers that are already with me, and if you haven't, then it'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Give the video a like down below. That would be much appreciated, because that helps with my YouTube analytics. And also drop a comment. It's always great to get some feedback and hear from you. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, take it easy. I've only taken 3 photos up to now, but it's not always,